Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Blitz5, and today's video is of Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. So technically, I guess if you want to count it in the series, it's probably like Resident Evil 5.5 or 5.5 because it's after 5 and before 6. And this is kind of one of their side projects. It's actually not made by the same producers, I don't think. It's Slant 6. And if you've checked out this game or heard anything about it, you probably heard a lot of mixed reviews and a lot of people getting some negative comments about it. So in this video, you're going to see, my review of it, my opinion of it. I think I have a pretty good understanding of why people are mad about it and what people like. And you'll just see some regular gameplay of the campaign. Right now, I'm going to be playing level 2 and just some background information. I wasn't really going to get this game. I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan. I haven't played too many Resident Evils. In my gamer career, I played one on like PS1 a really long time ago, or maybe on PS2, and then I played Veronica, which was kind of like a side project type game on the Dreamcast. So, anyways, Heath Bar Crunch, a person, a friend of mine, if you guys have followed this page, he's posted some videos on YouTube for me. Was like, you should get this game. I like Resident Evil. It should be okay. He went and rented it, and he said, there were some problems with it, but that the co-op would be a lot of fun, so I went ahead and did it. So, first, let's get to the gameplay right now, what's going on. So we're playing on Veteran. There's 4 difficulties. There's Easy, Normal, Veteran, and Professional. And so we're doing that. We kind of had a big learning curve because, coming from Call of Duty, this game is kind of like Gears of War and Left 4 Dead put together. Kind of like that kind of thing. If you want to add Call of Duty, it's a little bit like that. And right now we're just picking our characters. There's a bunch of different characters, and they each have passive and active abilities. That's what you're seeing me doing right now. The passive abilities are always on, and then you can only pick one active ability. So right now, just trying to figure out what everything means. Just got the game, just trying to understand. Guns Ablazing, which was I think the one I end up picking. I'll tell you that does is pretty much. I can hit Y and I get 10 seconds of unlimited ammunition, which is huge in Resident Evil because ammo and health are very low. This game is a little bit of an exception; they're more available, but and then after 10 seconds, I get like a 60-second cooldown. And then the more money I put into that, or the more I purchase it, the more time I get unlimited ammo and the faster it cools down. It's kind of like a point tree, and you can kind of distribute it the way you'd like. And I really like games that do this. They didn't really do a great job of adding too much stuff in the game, but it's just enough to make it feel like, you can be a little bit different. It's always fun being a different player than your teammate, and then you can kind of balance off each other. So as you can see, we just started the game. I guess we'll get into a little bit of a review while I'm waiting for it to load right now. Me and my friends joke around when we play the game, and we say that, we're playing the beta version, and that's how buggy this game is, but it's not to the point where it makes it unplayable. The game isn't that difficult to begin with, and me and my friend, had no trouble playing it on Veteran, and then when we played with 3 people, you can play with up to 4. It was pretty easy on Veteran, and we were thinking about going to Professional pretty soon. But one of my biggest complaints is how bad the AI is. So I let my friend borrow this game, and he played it by himself, and he said it took him about 7 hours to play it on the normal settings. So if you guys were wondering how long it took, that's about it. Campaign is fairly short, but he said that the AI was horrific and it made him like not enjoy the game as much. So this is one of those games that if you're not playing with a friend, I wouldn't even buy the game. I'll flat out say that right now. Definitely do not buy it. But if you're gonna play with a friend, it is pretty fun. Campaign is pretty good. I would definitely play the campaign more than once. I've actually started to play it again. It's one of those campaigns where you could probably play it multiple times. There's also a lot of data and intel on the maps, I guess if you want to say, and hidden like Easter egg type things, but not really Easter eggs. They're supposed to be in the game. Just hidden things that are always in campaign stories. There's a lot of that kind of stuff, and a lot of fun achievements to get that aren't too difficult that you can just get by playing the game normally. So I really like that kind of stuff, but it is kind of short, like I said, so that kind of ruins the experience. Like right now, I just beat the game, and I went online, and because online is just pretty average, it makes me feel like, should I return this game? Should I keep playing it? I'm not really sure. So let me talk about online. So online is pretty much, it has multiple game types, and what's really cool about online is that there's zombies and players at the same time. So say if you're playing team deathmatch, for example, it's 4v4, and then there's also zombies running around. So you get points for killing the zombies, but just not as much. So, it might show that you have 40 kills, but you might have only killed 10 people and 30 zombies. So it's pretty cool. It's fun to do that. It also adds a different element into the game because you kind of have to balance out like your strategy around the zombies and stuff. Sometimes, I shoot a lot of the zombies. Sometimes I pretend like they're not there, and it kind of changes your strategy a little bit. So, but the thing is that there's a really big learning curve on this game. So let's get into why I think people got the really bad reviews on it. So the first level of the campaign is horrific. It's one of the worst things you could start out with doing. It just gives a really bad example of the game. So a lot of big Resident Evil fans have a huge problem with, they just want everything to be all zombies. And on the first level, you face a lot of guys that have guns, and that's something that happens in the campaign a lot. A lot of people have guns in the campaign. You're playing against soldiers and zombies. So the levels that have more zombies are a little bit more fun. So I could see why people would complain about doing that kind of thing. Right here, I was just testing out my full ammo thing, and my gun is going gold, as you can see. So that's why I think so many people got frustrated, because when you're playing with the AI and you start off the first map is really difficult. If you it took us like a really long time to beat it, and it just was nothing what the game was like. So if you get the game and whatever, just make sure you get past the first level, and I think you guys will enjoy it. And that's why I'm showing you guys the second level right now, because this level mostly had zombies and was a lot of fun to play. And another thing I heard was that meleeing was overpowered. I completely disagree. You can kind of run up against people online and do a one-hit kill. You hold down, you hit B to melee, but if you hold down B, you can kind of catch them and assassinate them, and that's pretty cool. I mean, you can go behind a zombie and hold B and then hit A, and then you snap their neck. But online, that is kind of frustrating, and when people hit you online, it's kind of unfair. So I guess online it's a little overpowered, but in the actual campaign, it's not overpowered at all. So I didn't really see where people were getting that thing from. So those were like the main negative reviews that I saw. Some people said that I'm kind of just trying to debunk them and actually show you what the real negatives are. Some people said that there was a lack of like difference in the guns, and that's completely true. I mean, there's really no difference in using any gun. You just feel like you're using the same gun. The only difference is the amount of ammo that's in the clip. Like I like using the heavy machine gun because it has the most ammo. You don't have to reload. But there's no difference between the assault rifles. There are some difference in damage, but Heath Bar Crunch. I'll give you an example. You buy your gun with experience, and most guns cost around 5,000 experience. Heath Bar saved up to buy the strongest pistol, which was 27,000 experience, which is huge. There's no other gun that's close to that, and it's still just like a normal pistol. It still takes a bunch of shots to kill people. So it just really isn't worth it, and that's part of the game that kind of stinks. They just didn't do enough. And also another problem that I had is that the characters, although they have pretty cool special moves, online they don't really do much, because they don't really do much against human players. They're more for against zombies, unless you are, let's say, the character that I am, which is an assault character, and you get extra bullets. So that was kind of frustrating. And as soon as you get online, everybody picks. You can only have one person in each character on each team. So let me break that down if that didn't make sense. So each team, you can only be one character on each team. I think you guys should understand that. So everyone goes and picks the assault person first and the medic first, because those are the best characters to have, so you can heal yourself or heal your teammates and get more points. And it's really frustrating, because sometimes I just like get into a lobby, the lobby starts and they're instantly already picked. I don't know how they picked them already, and I get stuck using like a really crappy character, and then you just have trouble killing people, and it's not a lot of fun. But the game types are okay. There's a lot of fun multiplayer game types. There's one where you have to get picked up by a helicopter, and so you have to survive. And it's kind of like team deathmatch, but then when the helicopter comes, your team has to get on the helicopter and escape and stuff like that. There's some interesting things on this, but overall the campaign was really, really fun. If I could really recommend a buy or not buy, I would say don't buy this game. Go rent it from Redbox. I bought it, but it's okay. I don't buy a lot of video games because I play a lot of Call of Duty, so I don't really mind picking up a game once in a while, because I only buy 2 to 3 games a year now. But it is pretty good. But I would just rent it from Redbox. If you guys don't know how that works, or like GameFly, you can just go to Redbox and rent it for $1 a night, and just do that. It works out pretty well. And then you could beat it, have fun, get some achievements, and then return it in 2 or 3 days. It took me and Heath about 2 days of playing for a pretty long time to beat it on veteran, maybe a third day, just because we had a huge learning curve in the beginning, and then after that it pretty much flew by. But still not too long. It would have been nice to be a little bit longer, I guess. So anyways, Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know I kind of bounced around from topic to topic, but I think I really pointed out everything that I said. I mean, it is a lot of fun playing this game. I can't lie. There were some parts where I was just like, this is a huge break from Call of Duty. It's so much fun. Just playing against some AI, playing with your buddies, just blowing zombies away. Like, this is so much fun. There's some parts where you get flamethrowers and a grenade launcher, and you could just light all the zombies on fire, and there's nothing more fun than that. So if you guys are fans of Left 4 Dead, I would definitely recommend picking this game up. But, if you want this game to be something that you're going to be playing all year round, then I would definitely skip it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll just play probably another 30 seconds of this gameplay, just so if you guys want to see it, and you can keep watching it. And thanks for watching, guys. Blitz5, I'm out.